In this video, we will discuss how to import vendors into AMB. Before we can do this, we need to look at the file format necessary in order to import vendors. We ask that there be a MSTR up here in the first column. Now that will work for the vast majority of our clients who have the company vendor and the vendor master separate. If you do not have those separated, please contact us and we can show you the proper code to put in there. We need vendor name, address, city, state, zip. Notice we have the phone numbers broken up into separate columns. We have a tax ID number. We also have this alternate vendor code, which is completely optional. In terms of importing payables into AMB, we typically require that the vendor name be exactly as the vendor name is in AMB. Some customers can't do that. They're cutting checks out of other systems and they want to import those checks into AMB. If they can't give us a consistent vendor name, but they can give us a code, then we'll import based on code. Terms and vendor type have not been activated yet. And vendor legal name is what we use because you can see Billy Bush here used his social as a tax ID number, but he wants all his checks to go to Bush Appraisals. This is important for 1099 purposes. If you sent out this social security number with Bush Appraisals on a 1099, you'd be getting a letter back saying that the ID didn't match the name. The only place AMB uses this is at the top of the 1099. So you would see Billy Bush, DBA, Bush Appraisals, and it would be associated with that tax ID number. Once you get the file in the proper format, you save it as a CSV, which I have already done. And then you come under Utilities, Import Utilities, Vendor Master Standard. Highlight the CSV file and go ahead and hit import. And notice that we had 8 good records and 1 bad. That's because I left the header in because I wanted to show you where the error log, which would tell you which rows had a problem and what that problem was. We come here under Utilities, Error Status. Come to the bad file and notice that it's telling us record number 1. That's where I had my header has an invalid vendor code. Remember, this was expecting the MSTR to be here and that's why it failed out. It was also expecting some terms and types in there that were not validated. You can leave them blank, but you can't put invalid ones in there. Once the vendors have came into the system, they are simply up here on the master where users would not have access to them. We need to get them down to the company level so that they can be used. So you simply come in here, you hit add, and you can hit all if you'd like, if this is a brand new customer and you've had none in there, or you can hit new since today's date and then hit the copy button. And they will then copy down here to the company level where they can be used.